Morning all. Right, today I'm just going to show you 10 makeup tips that you shouldn't do, okay, when you're over 40. Right, so let's start. The first one is you need to have good skincare prep, okay? You can't expect to have good skin and good makeup if your skin's not prepped properly. It's a bit like, you know, painting the walls and you've not sanded them down. It's cheating. So what I do is, obviously, I use my beauty bars that are sold on the website for my daily washing my face, okay? Because these are full of loads of different natural ingredients, and they are basically like a cleanser, toner and moisturiser in one, okay? And less is more. Okay, second thing I use is after I've washed my face, at the moment I'm using this Sesderma vitamin C cream, okay, which is good for dull skin and good for the old age spots. So I bung a bit of that on after I've washed my face, just to give a little bit of something. And I'm noticing I'm getting a few like of those brown kind of age spots here and there. There's one there. And they say that vitamin C is really good for those. Then that's it. Then at bedtime, I use retinol cream, which I swear by. And I've definitely noticed a difference with the deeper lines that I had around here. They've kind of become much, much shallower. And I either use La Roche-Posay, which is from Boots. You can get that from Boots or on the website. And that's about, I think that's about 20 something quid. Or I'm currently using as well is these little capsules from Elizabeth Arden, which are really potent retinol, and I use one of those a night. And I mainly put it under my eyes, and then I kind of rub the excess over my face. Okay, so first of all, good skin prep. Can't get away with it anymore. Do that. Okay, so second thing is foundation application. I see so many women out there that just don't put it on right, and it's always around the jawline that they cock it up. So I'm going to do one side, how sometimes I see people, and one side how it should be, right? So I'm just using my foundation here. And it's fine, bung it on with your hands, but sometimes they just forget to smooth it down the neck, okay? They forget to smooth it down the neck, and then you can see that. Actually, I'll do it on it because I've smoothed it in a bit there, actually, so it's all right that side. I will make this side the cock-up side, and this side the better side. Right, so just make sure it goes down your neck. Smudge it in every time. Women kind of stop there, like this. Right, I'll do it. Okay, so they do this, and then they, you know, they get carried away everywhere else, and they just forget to like smudge it in there. It's hard to see, but the other thing is that they choose a foundation shade too dark, and then you can really see the line. Okay, so big cock up is to not smooth it all in this side, right? So I'm smoothing it in, smooth it down your neck. Okie dokie, get smoothing. Number 3, as you get older, you don't want severe eyebrows, and I know we all grew up penciling our eyebrows on, which is fine, but I just see so many women who've penciled it on too hard that it just looks really severe, okay? So this is the cock-up side, isn't it? Okay, so we don't want to be penciling it on too hard. I see this on lots and lots of women. And they colour the whole hair in, and they don't blend it in properly. It's too much. It looks like a tattoo. Too much, right? So I've swapped to, this is only in the last year or two, but I've swapped to a brow mascara. Or use a brow powder with a slanted eyebrow brush, which is a much softer, delicate look, but still gives you the shape and the darkness. So I much prefer rubbing this through my brows. This is the Benefit Gimme Brow, which just puts enough on. You could pencil the ends a little bit more if you want to, but you don't even need to with this, look. Okay, so you either have this or you have this, right? I know a lot of the younger girls are going to go, well, I prefer that one. Yep, so soften it up. Soften the brows up. Eyeshadow. Right, so there's the old thing that goes around that women over a certain age shouldn't wear sparkly eyeshadow. And I agree and I disagree to that, because a little bit of sparkle is gorgeous. But I still see lots of women who are wearing kind of frosted, sparkly eyeshadow very high. It shouldn't go very high, okay? So this is what I see, and this is what we need to change up, right? So I see lots of women with a sparkly eyeshadow, maybe like this, maybe much paler than this. And they're not just keeping it in that socket line, they are taking it high up here. All right, this is not a good look, I'm afraid. I mean, you know, we all get stuck in a rut, appreciate that. But they take it high like this. It's not a nice look, okay? Probably blend it out a bit. And they might put a bit underneath. Too much sparkle is not very flattering, okay? So you want to go for a more matte colour on your whole eyelid, and you just introduce a little bit of sparkle. So I'm just going to go for maybe this one. Okay, and what you do is you keep it only as high as the socket line. So much more flattering. Okay, so you only keep it as high as this. Keep blending. You must blend. That's the other thing, is you see all these really sharp edges. You just keep blending. Now the brush is taking it just above the socket line, which is the perfect place for it to be, okay? You don't need to do any more than that with the brush. The brush does it for you. Okay, and then if you want to put a little bit of sparkle on, which is absolutely fine, just put a tiny bit in the centre of your lid there, okay? Centre of your eyelid. And then you can always put a little bit in here. It just lightens it all up. You can put it right in there like that. Okay, so there's this, or there's this. And then with a small brush, use that same brown colour just to go under the edge, okay? What we don't want is this, which is what I see lots and lots of women do. They put black coal really thickly across the top, and then they take black coal under the bottom like that. Not a good look. Not a good look. Okay, so if you're going to use coal, just use it on the top. Don't put it underneath. It closes your eye right up. Too heavy, too harsh, yeah? The other thing is, what number are we on? 3 or 4 now? With your, what's it called? This, Doobie. Change it up. Use a different colour. Use a dark brown, use a burgundy, use a navy. I'm going to go for a plummy colour, dark plummy colour, okay? This one is by Fenty Beauty. And it's, what number is it? Has it got a number? It's probably got a name that I can't read. Okay, so change the colour up. It hasn't always got to be black. I know you're used to black, but women of a certain age are so stuck in a rut. You need to just go and buy a couple of things to change it up. Not loads, a new eyeliner in a slightly different colour. It's still dark, it still looks pretty. It's still, you know, doing the whole flick thing. But you're just changing it up, just getting a bit more with the times, okay? See the difference so far. You can always take that eyeliner. Right, and don't take it under the eye, okay? Don't take it under the eye. Concealer is the next one. I see loads and loads of women who use concealer in the wrong place. I've done a tutorial on under bags concealer and where to put it, because for years people do it in the wrong place. Okay, lots of women do this. Okay, they cover that whole under eye area. Let me just blend that in. Where's my foundation brush? I'll use this big one. Okay, what that's doing is it's just highlighting that whole area. Look at that creasing up. Look, it's just horrible. Okay, and it's not covering the bags. In fact, all that's doing is highlighting it. Okay, what you need to do is you place your concealer under the bag line where the shadow is, and then you blend it. You're dabbing as well, by the way. You're dabbing. Okay, so what you're trying to do is you're highlighting the area underneath to bring it forward, which will kind of masquerade that shadow. Okay, you start highlighting all under here with concealer. All it does is emphasize the whole area, and it looks really wrinkly when it all sets in. Look. Okay, keep it fresh. I've been swimming this morning, so I've had goggles on, hence why I'm all like quite tight under there. Okay, so use the concealer in the correct way under your eyes. Now, one thing that lots of women in their 40s are starting to use is highlighters, okay, which is great. Highlighters can look brilliant, but they can also look disastrous if you put on the wrong colour, okay? So what you don't want to do is put on anything too white, because it's just going to look like you're a robot, okay? If you put on a white highlighter, particularly powder highlighter, it's just going to sit in the lines and not look good, okay? So what you don't want to do, this is a powder highlighter, is put on a white one too much. And what a lot of women do is they bring it too close to their eyes. It sits in all these lines. They bring it too far round, okay? What you want to do is use a cream highlighter. I've got this one here from Glossier. And I always go for a more kind of champagne-y colour. So what I do is, with my finger, I smile, because I want it on this cheekbone area here. Okay, and less is definitely 100% more, okay? So you just want a glisten. You don't want this. You want a glisten, okay? Don't bring it too far around and not too close to the eye. So just on that hard bit there, that cheekbone there, and it's kind of like a backward C, okay? Just there. You can, if you want, put a little bit, you know, just under the brow. Again, not too much. Definitely less. It's just meant to pick up the light a tiny bit. You're not meant to like glow like that. Blusher, okay? This is what I see, lots of. Powder blusher, and I see this up the side still. Okay? All the way up into the hairline. It's not a good look. It's too much, too 80s, fine for the 80s, fine if you're going to an 80s fancy dress. Not a good look, okay? I am really advising women to try and swap to cream blushes if they can. So much prettier, so much fresher, so much dewier. I've got this one here from Burt's Bees, actually, which comes in a stick. The colour is Blush Bay, and it's called All Aglow. And literally, if you just put it on the apple, you've got to rub a little bit harder, just on the apple, and then blend. Okay, you want that, you want a flush. You don't want to look like you're completely embarrassed and going, ooh, bright red. Just a flush on your cheek, the apple. Don't take it all up here. Okay? Just a flush. I'm such a blushy girl. I'm always adding a bit more. Okay, right? That's blusher. Mascara, okay? Oh, sometimes. All right, so I'm putting on mascara. And you see it all clumpy. You see way too much. They must have spent an hour just putting on mascara. Okay, I haven't got an hour to show you, so I'm not going to put loads and loads on. But what I'm saying is, don't go really clumpy. And in between each set, you do, make sure the eyelashes are separated. There's nothing worse. Oh, I always do that. Get it on my nose, look. There's nothing worse than seeing clumpy mascara, okay? So what you do want to do is this. You want to put your mascara on. And between each one, you want to make sure, if I can find my mascara wand, you want to make sure that you just brush them through, wiggle them about a bit so they're not sticking together, okay? Looks so much classier if you do it like that than have it all clumped together. So just make sure they're brushed through. And then on the bottom, give it just a wiggle. And I never take it in too far on the bottom because otherwise it's going to close the eye up, okay? So don't take it right into there. Okay, and I always give the bottom a little wiggle as too. Okay. And lips, finally lips. Okay, so I know that we all in our day love a bright colour, and I am the first to admit I love a bright colour, but I always go for a matte colour if I'm going to go for a bright colour because I don't want that glossy, glary look. I do see lots of women who wear a bright lip gloss, very gloopy, very shiny, just a bit too much, okay? I would prefer to see women in a more of a, if they want to wear a bright colour, more of a tinted lip balm, so it's just a bit gentler and a bit softer. This one from Code 8 is really pretty, so it's still a nice pink, but it's a lot more delicate and it's not as glary or gloopy. It's just a lot prettier. That one's just really shiny and gloopy. I just think as you get older, you don't want as much shine. You want glowiness on your skin, so you want to have a dewier foundation, not a matte foundation, things like that, less powder. But so let me just show you half and half. So let me hold up something, just going to hold up my Bare Minerals box. So this is what it should be like, and this is what I see too much of. Which do you prefer? There'd be lots of people out there who prefer this. Or this one. What do you prefer? Anyway, I hope that's helpful. 10 makeup mistakes that women make. And, you know, we're all stuck in a rut. We all make it. We're all used to the products we've got. We're all scared to go and buy new products or change things up. But have the confidence to do it. And just change some little things. A different colour kohl pencil. Go for a dewy foundation, not a matte one. Go for less frosted eyeshadow, more of a matte one. Don't take any eye pencils or kohls underneath the waterline. It's too harsh. Move off the glossy, gloopy lip balms and stick with a more matte lip balm. And keep the blusher on the apples of the cheek. Don't take it up. And use a more cream blusher than a powder one. And stay away from any white looking highlighter. Go for a champagne-y colour is normally like the lightest one I think people should try for. Yeah, and eyebrows. Stop penciling them in too hard and use maybe a brown mascara or some brow powder to give a softer effect. I hope that's helped. See you later. Bye.